Welcome to Healthy Aging Life. Did you know that the fats you're eating right now could be secretly hurting your health? They might be blocking your arteries, inflaming your joints, and making your legs weaker every single day. Shocking, right? For years, the food industry has convinced us that some fats are healthy for seniors. But what if I told you the truth is far different? In today's video, we're diving deep into the shocking reality of the fats you're eating. You've been told these fats are good for you, but the science is telling us something entirely different. A recent study even revealed that one popular fat can increase your risk of heart disease by 35%, inflame your knees by 48%, and weaken your legs by 41% in just 3 months. That's not something you want to ignore. Now, you may be wondering, what fats should I avoid? And what fats can actually help me feel stronger and healthier? You'll get the answers in this video. But before we go further, let me ask you, what fats do you eat most often? Do you think you're eating the right fats for your health? Leave a comment below and let me know. I read every comment and respond with personalized tips just for you. Make sure to stick around till the end of this video, because I'm going to reveal which fats are secretly destroying your body, and the one fat that could reduce joint pain by up to 60%. You don't want to miss that. If you're ready to take control of your health and start feeling better, don't forget to like this video, comment below, and subscribe to Healthy Aging Life. We're here to help you live your healthiest, most vibrant life. So, are you ready to find out which fats you need to avoid and which ones can help you stay strong? Let's get started. Let me introduce you to Lon, a 65-year-old woman who, like many of us, loves her morning cup of coffee. But for Lon, her coffee routine included full-fat dairy creamers. She believed she was doing the right thing. After all, who doesn't love that rich, creamy taste in their coffee, right? But over time, Lon noticed something strange. Her legs felt heavier, she was having trouble walking in the afternoons, and she even began to feel a slight swelling in her ankles. First, she brushed it off. Maybe it was just getting older, she thought. But it wasn't. Lon was unknowingly consuming a daily dose of harmful fats from those innocent-looking creamers. Let's break it down. Full-fat dairy creamers may look harmless, but they can cause serious problems for seniors. The issue isn't just the extra cream. It's the saturated fats, emulsifiers, and synthetic stabilizers hidden in these products. These ingredients, when consumed regularly, slow down your digestive system and put extra strain on your liver and gallbladder. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I thought dairy fats were good for you? Well, here's the kicker. As we age, our bodies struggle to process these fats efficiently. We don't have the same digestive power we did in our younger years. For seniors, these fats can actually trigger inflammation, increase blood sugar levels, and decrease circulation in the legs. In a study published in the Journal of Aging and Metabolism, it was found that seniors who consumed high-fat dairy creamers daily had higher levels of post-meal triglycerides and increased CRP, C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation. What does this mean for your legs? Stiffness, swelling, and over time, weaker muscles and less mobility. So what can we do about it? The solution is simple. Swap out those full-fat creamers for something healthier. Try unsweetened almond milk or a small splash of low-fat dairy without all the added chemicals. Your body and your legs will thank you. I'm curious, how many of you are using full-fat creamers in your coffee right now? If you are, do you notice any of the same issues Lon faced? Share your experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas. Now, don't worry, this is just one part of the story. There's a lot more to uncover. Let's keep going and talk about another surprising fat that might be harming you. Stay tuned for the next section. Let me tell you about Hung, a 70-year-old guy who's always looking for ways to stay healthy. A few months ago, he started adding chia seeds to his morning smoothies. Hey, they're superfoods, right? He thought. Packed with omega-3s and fiber, chia seeds were supposed to be a great choice for his health. But here's where things get a little tricky. After a couple of weeks, Hung started feeling bloated and had some stomach cramps. His energy was low, and his legs felt heavier than usual. At first, he thought it was just a coincidence. But after checking in with me, we found out that the chia seeds, while healthy in moderation, might have been the culprit. Now, I know you're probably thinking, wait, chia seeds are good for you. right? And they absolutely can be in moderation. But here's the problem. Chia seeds are incredibly dense in fat. If you eat too many, your body might struggle to process all that fat. As we age, digestion tends to slow down a bit. And when chia seeds are eaten dry or in large quantities, they can absorb a lot of liquid, forming a thick gel in your gut. This gel can be hard to digest, especially if you already have slower digestion or a sensitive stomach. In a 2020 study published in the Journal of Aging and Digestive Health, researchers found that seniors who ate over 20 grams of chia seeds daily experienced more bloating and cramping, along with slower digestion. This delayed fat absorption and even led to higher triglyceride levels after meals. Not exactly the kind of healthy boost Hung was hoping for. The key here is balance. While chia seeds are an excellent source of omega-3s, fiber, and antioxidants, they should be eaten in moderation, especially for those of us over 60. And please soak them before you eat them. This helps them absorb the liquid properly and prevents that gel-like mess from happening in your stomach. So, here's a quick question for you. How often do you eat chia seeds? Do you feel any bloating or discomfort afterward? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We're all in this together. And I'd love to hear how chia seeds are working for you. Now, let's move on to another fat that you may not realize is doing more harm than good. Stick with me. We've got more to uncover. Let me share a quick story with you about Bob, a 68-year-old man who loved his breakfast sausage. He'd have it every morning with a side of bacon because, well, it's just part of the breakfast routine, right? But after a few months of this, Bob started noticing his knees felt stiff, and his legs were sore by midday. He thought it was just aging. But then, after a checkup, we discovered something surprising. Those processed meats, the ones he loved so much, were likely the problem. Processed meats, like bacon, sausage, and deli cuts, are more than just tasty. Unfortunately, they're also packed with harmful fats. These fats go through a process where they're cured, smoked, or packed with preservatives, and that's where the trouble begins. When animal fat undergoes these processes, it forms something called advanced lipid oxidation end products, AGEs. These AGEs can trigger inflammation in the body, causing joint pain, stiffness, and muscle fatigue. Here's the kicker. As we get older, our bodies are less able to handle these AGEs. They hang around in our system longer, building up over time, and making inflammation worse. Studies show that seniors who eat processed meats multiple times a week are at a higher risk for things like arterial stiffness and joint pain. This is because these fats can damage the blood vessels and cause the body's tissues to become inflamed. A study published in Aging and Disease found that adults over 60 who consumed processed meats frequently had 32% more joint inflammation and a 41% higher risk of arterial stiffness. Yikes! And the effects aren't just short-term. These fats interfere with blood sugar control, slow down digestion, and can even contribute to weight gain. So what's the solution here? Easy. Ditch the processed meats and opt for fresh, unprocessed proteins. Choose lean cuts of meat or go for plant-based options like beans and tofu. Grilled chicken or fish is a much better option for your joints and overall health. I bet some of you are thinking, but I love my bacon. Don't worry, I get it. We all have our favorites. Just remember, moderation is key. Cut back on processed meats and make room for healthier alternatives. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you notice any aches or pains after eating processed meats? How do you feel about making the switch? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're all in this together. Next up, let's talk about another fat that might be sneaking into your diet and causing problems. Stay tuned. We've got more to uncover. Let me introduce you to Carol, a 62-year-old woman who was all about the avocado craze. She'd top her toast with half an avocado every morning, toss some into her salad, and even blend it into smoothies. It's healthy, right? She thought. But after a few months of eating avocado regularly, Carol started feeling sluggish and noticed a little extra weight around her belly. Her joints were stiffer, and she couldn't quite figure out what was going on. Now, you might be thinking, but avocados are a superfood. They're packed with healthy fats. And while that's true, avocados are a great source of heart-healthy fats. Too much of a good thing can sometimes be, well, too much. Especially after 60, when your metabolism slows down, digesting all that fat can become more difficult. The problem with avocados is that they're high in monounsaturated fats, which are great for your heart, but in large quantities they can overwhelm your system. As we age, our digestive system doesn't handle fats the way it used to. Our liver and gallbladder work a little slower, and digesting too much fat can lead to bloating, fatigue, and even worse, joint pain. A 2022 study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Aging found that seniors who ate a lot of high-fat plant foods, especially avocados, had a 22% higher rate of post-meal inflammation. That means they were producing more inflammatory compounds after eating, which could lead to those stiff joints and achy legs that Carol was starting to feel. But don't panic, this doesn't mean you have to cut out avocados entirely. Moderation is key. Instead of eating half an avocado every day, try just a quarter of one a few times a week. Pair it with other low-fat, nutrient-dense foods like lean protein and leafy greens. Your body will appreciate it. So, here's a fun question. How often do you eat avocado? Are you guilty of overloading on this green superfood? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't worry, this is just one fat we're talking about today. We've got more fats to uncover, and you won't want to miss the next one. Stay with me, we're just getting started. Alright, now that we've talked about the fats you should avoid, let's dive into the good stuff. Yes, there are fats out there that can actually help you feel better, walk stronger, and keep those joints moving like they're supposed to. No, it's not a myth, certain fats are essential for keeping you healthy as you age. Let's start with coconut meat. Now, I know what you're thinking. Coconut? Isn't that full of fat? Yes, it is. But it's the right kind of fat, medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs. These fats are easily digested and go straight to the mitochondria in your cells to give them energy. For seniors, this is crucial. Your metabolism slows down as you age, and MCTs are an easy fuel source for tired legs and a foggy brain. Coconut meat is also rich in fiber and antioxidants, which helps fight off inflammation in your gut and joints. So, next time you're craving a snack, grab a small handful of unsweetened coconut meat. It's great in smoothies or just as a snack on its own. Trust me, your legs will thank you. Next up, we have egg yolks. For years, people were scared of egg yolks because of their cholesterol content. But guess what? For seniors, egg yolks are a game changer. They're packed with healthy fats, including omega-3s and nutrients like choline and vitamin D, which are critical for maintaining muscle health and strength. The fats in egg yolks also help your body absorb vitamins better, so you're getting the most out of your food. Now, I know many of you probably avoid the yolk and just go for the egg whites. But here's a little secret. You're missing out on the good stuff. A whole egg with the yolk is the perfect addition to your diet if you want stronger legs and better muscle function. And for those who love fish, let's talk about fish skin. Yep, the skin. Most people toss it out, but that's where all the good stuff is. Fish skin is rich in omega-3s and collagen, which can help reduce inflammation and improve joint health. It's especially beneficial for seniors who are dealing with knee pain or stiffness. So, next time you cook up a nice piece of salmon or mackerel, don't peel off the skin, eat it. Now, what do you think? Have you been adding these healthy fats to your diet? I'd love to hear what fats are working best for you in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. And stay tuned, because next we'll talk about a super fat from beef that might surprise you. Let's keep rolling. Let me tell you about Sarah, a 70-year-old who was always looking for ways to boost her energy. Like many of us, she'd read about coconut oil and coconut water, but she had never really thought about coconut meat. That is, until one day she decided to give it a try. At first, Sarah was skeptical. After all, it's a fat, right? And isn't fat supposed to be bad for us? But what she didn't know was that coconut meat is packed with medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs, which are a special kind of fat. Unlike other fats, MCTs are quickly absorbed and converted into energy. They don't hang around and get stored in your body like the fat from other foods. Instead, they go straight to your cells and provide an immediate boost. And for seniors, that's a huge benefit. After Sarah started adding coconut meat to her smoothies and even eating it as a snack, she noticed something amazing. Her energy levels shot up. No more mid-afternoon slumps. Her legs felt stronger, and she wasn't feeling as sluggish. Her joints even seemed to be less stiff. It wasn't magic. It was just the power of coconut meets healthy fats at work. Here's why it works. As we get older, our bodies don't process fats as efficiently. Our metabolism slows down, and that makes it harder to convert fat into energy. But the medium-chain triglycerides in coconut meat are easy for your body to use. It's like giving your body a little energy boost without the crash. Coconut meat is also loaded with fiber, which is great for digestion, and antioxidants that help fight inflammation. The best part? It's naturally anti-inflammatory, which means it can help reduce that annoying joint pain and stiffness that so many of us experience as we age. If you're wondering how to add coconut meat to your diet, it's easier than you think. You can eat it raw, add it to smoothies, or even use it in baking. It's a simple way to get some extra nutrients without adding anything too complicated to your meals. So, have you tried coconut meat before? What's your favorite way to eat it? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Next, we're moving on to another food that could be the secret to your stronger legs and healthier joints. Stick around, because you won't want to miss this. Let's talk about eggs, specifically egg yolks. Now, I know for years we've been told to avoid egg yolks because of their cholesterol, but I'm here to tell you something surprising. Egg yolks are actually a powerhouse of nutrients, especially for seniors. Meet Jim, a 72-year-old who had always avoided egg yolks, thinking they'd raise his cholesterol. He would eat just the egg whites, believing he was making a healthier choice. But after months of feeling sluggish and noticing his muscle strength decline, Jim started wondering if he was missing something. One day, he decided to take the plunge and start eating whole eggs. And guess what? Jim started feeling better. His legs weren't as stiff, his energy levels were higher, and he was actually moving more throughout the day. So what changed? Turns out, egg yolks are packed with key nutrients that our aging bodies need. First up, egg yolks are rich in choline, which is essential for muscle function, brain health, and nervous system support. As we age, our bodies naturally lose choline, leading to weaker muscles and more fatigue. By adding egg yolks back into his diet, Jim gave his body the nutrients it needed to maintain muscle tone and boost energy. But that's not all. Egg yolks also contain healthy fats like omega-3s, which are crucial for reducing inflammation and supporting joint health. This means if you're dealing with joint pain or stiffness, egg yolks can actually help by reducing that pesky inflammation. They also contain vitamin D, which helps maintain strong bones and muscles. Now, I know you might still be hesitant, but aren't they high in cholesterol? You ask. Here's the thing, research shows that for most people, the cholesterol in eggs doesn't actually raise blood cholesterol levels. In fact, eating whole eggs regularly has been shown to increase the good HDL cholesterol. So, it's not the cholesterol you need to worry about, it's the quality of the fats you're eating. So how about you? Do you avoid egg yolks, or have you already embraced them? I'd love to hear your thoughts and whether you've seen any benefits from adding them to your diet. Leave a comment below and let's chat. Next up, we're going to talk about another fat-rich food that's been overlooked for years. You won't believe the benefits it can have for your joints and muscles. Stay with me. Let's talk about fish skin. Yep, that part most people throw away without a second thought. But here's the truth. Fish skin is one of the best foods for joint health, and yet it's often overlooked. Take Frank, for example. At 68, Frank loved fish, salmon, mackerel, you name it. But every time he had fish, he'd always peel off the skin and toss it aside. He thought it was too fatty or not worth the trouble. But after some research and a little convincing, Frank decided to try fish skin, and guess what? His knees started feeling better. Why does fish skin work so well for joint health? First off, it's packed with collagen, which is the protein your body uses to maintain the strength and elasticity of your joints, tendons, and muscles. As we age, our collagen production naturally decreases, which leads to stiff joints and slower recovery from activity. But fish skin is a natural source of collagen that your body can use right away. It's like giving your joints a little tune-up. Fish skin is also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for reducing inflammation. If you've been dealing with joint pain or swelling, omega-3s can work wonders by helping to calm that inflammation. Fish skin isn't just good for your joints. It's also great for your heart, brain, and even your skin. So, Yes, eating that crispy skin can do a lot more than you think. Now, I know you might be thinking, isn't it gross to eat fish skin? Well, here's the thing, when it's cooked right, fish skin is actually delicious. Lightly grilling or baking it until it's crispy brings out a fantastic flavor and texture. And let's not forget about the added bonus. It's packed with glycine and proline, two amino acids that support collagen formation in your joints. So, next time you cook fish, don't throw away the skin. Embrace it. If you're worried about calories or fat, remember that these fats are healthy fats. Your body knows how to use them, and they're perfect for supporting your joints as you age. What do you think? Have you ever eaten fish skin? Or maybe you've been tossing it out all along? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to hear how you feel about this tasty and joint-friendly superfood. Now, let's move on to another surprising fat that could be working wonders for your legs and joints. Stay tuned. Let me introduce you to something you may have never considered before: grass-fed beef tallow. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that just another form of unhealthy fat? But hold on, before you write it off, let's dive into why this fat could be the secret to better muscle recovery and joint health, especially as we get older. Take Tom, for example. At 70, Tom had been dealing with sore joints and tired muscles for years. He thought it was just a normal part of aging, but one day he decided to try something different. After reading about the benefits of grass-fed beef tallow, he started adding it into his cooking. A couple of months later, Tom noticed something amazing. His knee pain decreased, his muscles felt stronger, and he had more energy throughout the day. Why does grass-fed beef tallow work so well for muscle and joint recovery? The answer lies in its unique fat composition. Grass-fed beef tallow contains a high level of stearic acid, a type of saturated fat that doesn't raise your cholesterol like other fats. Stearic acid has been shown to improve mitochondrial function, which is crucial for muscle cells to produce energy. As we age, our mitochondria become less efficient, leading to fatigue and slower recovery. This is where grass-fed beef tallow comes in. It helps support muscle energy production, keeping you feeling more energized and less stiff. But it gets better. Grass-fed beef tallow is also packed with conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a fatty acid known for its anti-inflammatory properties. CLA helps reduce inflammation in the joints, making it easier to move around and recover from exercise. So, if you're struggling with joint pain or inflammation, this could be the fat your body needs. Now, I know some of you may still be hesitant about using beef tallow, but don't worry. It's not the same as the processed fats we've been told to avoid. Grass-fed beef tallow is natural and comes from cows that are raised on grass, which means it's full of healthy fats that your body can actually use. So, let's get real for a second. Have you ever tried grass-fed beef tallow in your cooking? Or maybe you've been using other fats and wondering if they're doing the job. Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to hear if you felt any benefits from using healthier fats in your diet. So, let's recap. We've uncovered some surprising truths today. The fats you've been eating for years might be secretly harming your body, especially as you age. From processed meats to excess avocado fat, these fats can cause inflammation, joint pain, and even muscle weakness. But now you know the truth. The good news is, it's never too late to make a change. By cutting back on harmful fats and adding the right ones into your diet, you can feel better, move better, and live better. Fats like coconut meat, egg yolks, fish skin, and grass-fed beef tallow are the ones that can support your leg strength, reduce inflammation, and boost your overall health. These fats are natural, digestible, and work wonders for your body. It doesn't have to be complicated. Start by making small changes. Replace one harmful fat with a healthier alternative. It's simple, and over time, it'll add up to big improvements in how you feel. But I want to hear from you now. What fat changes are you planning to make starting today? Have you tried any of the healthy fats I mentioned? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start a conversation and support each other in our journey toward better health. If this video helped you, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to Healthy Aging Life. You don't want to miss out on more helpful tips and advice on how to live your healthiest life. Together, we can age gracefully and stay strong for years to come. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay active, and most importantly, stay moving. We'll see you in the next video.